Hello viewers, my name is Oscar Hernandez and welcome to MBB, your favorite channel of news. In today's highlights we have Polo in United Kingdom, USA is proclaimed winner of the world, Mars portability make of water, and Mars oxygen, reality or an imaginary scenario. First, let's start with alarming news in United Kingdom. Jason, what is happening?
Thanks, Oscar. Today, the governor of New York declares emergency after sanities authorities filming in sewage polio in 5 counties. According to sanities authorities, the declaration of a state of emergency has increased the vaccine supply. The Center for Control and Disease and Prevention have recommended that citizens vaccine quickly. The governor of New York has increased the availability of vaccines and network delivery. And finally, if you are in New York or near, you should go to the closest hospital or center emergency and obtain vaccine. Go back.
Thank you, Jason. We recommend you take care during the next days. Now, excellent news in United States from Stanford Domo, who was in the United States.
Hi Oscar, I am the ground here in downtown. The US of basketball has been proclaimed this Saturday, October 1st, a world champion for the fourth consecutive time. In the final played in Sydney, they managed to beat the China's team 83-61. The United States dominated from start to finish, winning of the partials and only in the last minute, already with the gold medal sure, they lowered the bar. Continue, Oscar.
Awesome girls, good job, and congratulations for your new win. Now, let's turn to a story about Mars. Mars possibility make of water. What it means? Anthony with the story.
Hi, Scarwell. The China scientific sensor on Mars possibly made of the water. A team, the China scientific, has found possibly trace of aquatic activities on Mars. According to a study published in the scientific journal Nature, the field are based on data collected from China's Mars mission Tianguan-1, a journey with a rover landed on the surface of the red planet. The rover named Sure is equipped with a radar and can run the ground material allowed the path as the till 80 meters back to you.
Thanks, Anthony. Excellent news for fanatics of science fiction. Now, news of the NASA that says that could be able to have oxygen in Mars. Moxin is a prototype of a small engine that can produce oxygen near to 5.6 grams of oxygen an hour, which is the same as the Model 3 of Earth. Currently, we need 25 tons of oxygen to travel 4 astronauts to the planet Mars. But in a long term, it could be too expensive. Moxin will be necessary for the future astronauts, and also it could be the biggest steps for living in Mars. That's all for now. Thanks for tuning in, and we will be back at 11 o'clock with upgrades.
thanks you for joining us once again in this new cast tonight. We have very good news. Today will be presented by Jimena Campos.
And Alfredo.
Okay, let's start with the news.
Very good evening. Today in Japan, we have the new Nissan electric motorization. It's a new electric motorization system that does not have to be connected a charging station to recharge energy. Unlike other motorization systems currently on the market, with Nissan, the wheels are driven exclusively by an electric motor, while the gasoline generator is exclusively responsible for recharging the vehicle's battery. While you drive, so you never have to recharge. Furthermore, driving only the electric motor powered by the battery enjoys a powerful, agile and quiet driving experience. In other news,
Okay, the following news is about the conflict between Russia and Ukraine, where the video Ukraine there was a video of a rescued family because Russia invasion the different cities in Ukraine. On October 15, reportedly massive bombardments in different parts of the Ukraine. The conflict between these countries affects several parts of the world because the different parts of the world affected because the money devalued for the conflict in Russia and Ukraine, in the invasion in Ukraine by Russia, the massive bombardments in the cities, the people is the incredible and terrible situation in different cities. The people did massive hit, and to end this night of the new we have a commercial Coca-Cola from this part of life. Drink Coke for the whole family and new with less sugar. Thanks you for your attention.
Good morning, I am Christian.
I am Pablo.
And I am Michael.
And welcome to your daily newscast. For beginning, in Colombia, the Gabriel's father ended the boy's life by suffocating him in an outer room. This man committed this crime due to his disagreement with his ex-wife for ending the relationship. This crime occurred in a room
of the Del Rey Hotel in Melgar, Tolima. Gabriel's father should serve 41 to 51 years in prison for this terrible case. According to the prosecutor's office, about 64% of the cases of crimes against children under 13 years old have been solved this year. Okay, mister, what's your name?
Benito.
Hi, Benito. Good morning.
Good morning.
What is your opinion about this terrible case in our country?
It's incredible. It's so incredible that I can't believe it.
Of course, this is a terrible case in this year in our country. For continue in Jamaica, Michael.
Okay, hi, my name is Michael again. For this day, the people have been talking about the economic support to the little farmers in Jamaica. The notice is the Agriculture Minister of Jamaica has been helping to the little farmers to promote the production local like vegetables, fruits, and more to exportation or to sell in the local markets. Personally, I think that is a good advance to the little farmers because they work very hard to produce food to all the nation. Let's continue with what?
Thank you, Michael. To continue, we are going to talk about and specifically an important scientific topic for Alaska, the graphene revolution. The graphene is a form of carbon that goes as bulletproof arm or space elevator and make their own internet faster someday. But almost 2 decades after its discovery, there are still years of waiting for this material explode this full potential in our markets can be useful. But it is here, or is just another promise? It is always on step A. But in other advanced technologicals such as screen mobile, foldable or matte battery that charge in 10 minutes. It is possible that in many years without seeing this material in our life. Thank you. What is your opinion?
Okay, it's really interesting. Yeah, really interesting that human beings just achieve these methods of new words, new ways to live. Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Yeah, this material has many advantages.
Yes.
Let's hope that will come in our life. Thank you all. Continue with Christian in our central studio.
Thank you, Juan. Thank you, Michael. And thank you for the audience. And this is all for today. And we'll see tomorrow. Thank you.
Welcome to the ACN News, your truth newscast. Today we have from different parts of the world. The reporter Javier is going to accompany you from Spain.
Thank you, Waiter. I am in Barcelona and I have great news for the people of this country. The government has given half of its education budget to scholarships. The scholarships program has included as a novelty and extraordinary items of 200 million euros. And the amount planned to combat bullying in the classroom is increased from 5 to 20 million euros. The public account have included an increase in spending on vocational training for employment. This new show acts as inspirations for who wants to study. Furthermore, now several students could start their higher education. Thank you. That was all. Thank you very for the attention. Let's go to the studio.
Thanks for a good initiative. The continue is report Jennifer is going to accompany news from Australia.
Thank you, babe. Good morning. I am speaking to you from Australia, where Great Barrier Reef surf from bleaching phenomenon. An Australia image, a satellite image shows that the water temperature of the eastern coast of Australia are warm and there cause stress of corals. Scientists at Australia Great Barrier Reef Marine Park say bleaching has affected nearly 2,300 kilometers of reef. You may wonder why people and authorities are doing about the situation. Australia has created a $700 million funded plan to protect the Great Barrier Reef, and 8 out of 10 Australia have supported the carbon neutrality target set for 2050. Thank you very much. We are still in the studio.
Oh, that was this bad, terrible notice. I hope everything so is fine. Okay, continuing with Peter in the studio.
The use of space agency NASA that provide crashed into an asteroid on Monday, the destroyer itself. The collision was international and destined to test whether space rock that could be and a dream to add could be super push AC liver that camera deliver is the one's image for second right of the 160 with the target of meter wide asteroid.
Oh, it's very interesting to know something about asteroids. Thank you very much. So far today's news. See you in the next transmission. Don't
Good morning to every one of our viewers today. We are going to talk about some breaking news that are happening around the world. We are going to see some topics like environment, sports, internal problems of some countries. We will start talking about some environmental problems that have environmental problems that have been happening in Canada and the new United Kingdom. Now our specialist, Sebastián Palacio, is going to comment the situation in Canada.
After the hurricane, Fiona passed through Canada. 1,000 of citizens who living in the Atlantic coast were affected by destruction of the homes, reconstruction plans, and already began with help of the government that has allocated a fund for the recovery of the citizens.
Okay, thanks, Sebastian. We will get back to you later. Now our specialist, Daniel Hernandez, is going to talk about the situation in the United Kingdom.
Thank you, Sebastian, and good morning to everyone. I'm going to talk about some gas leaks that have been happening in the Nord Streams. This could be happening because of a sabotage, because there has been some submarine explosions in the zones where the pipelines were destroyed. The Seismologist National Center at Uppsala University stated this, and this could be very worrying because these leaks have been affecting the Baltic Ocean too.
Okay. Now for the sport news, I will talk about the situation in Malta, about its complaint case towards the national team's sport direction because of sexual misconduct. This has been informed that people from the Federation received reports about misconduct towards one of the players of the national teams. The association has not said anything. They have only said that the director will be relieved of the duties temporarily while the case is solved. Now let's go back with Daniel.
Okay. In the United Kingdom, there has been a controversy in the county championship, a cricket championship, for letting or not the overseas players to participate in this championship. This was a very shocking suggestion by the public, and this could be affecting everyone in the championship, for the local and the overseas players, both of them. Also, there has been a lot of dissatisfaction by part of the overseas players and also their teams, because they don't think it is fair for them to not letting them participate. Thank you.
To finish our news for today, we will talk about some internal problems in Canada, the United Kingdom, and Malta. We will start with Celeste.
Nowadays, there are two problematics in Canada related with voting and possible protests by the taxi drivers. First, the voting. Every voting center has been enabled, and the government is offering free public transportation, so everyone can vote in the respective place, the voting, and within 20 days. Now about the taxi drivers, a company mentioned that they are making preparation to suit the necessities of the clients by increasing the buses and offering discounts in the travels that they didn't order to minimize to application of the clients.
Now let's go with Daniel.
Okay, in the United Kingdom, there could be some blackouts and gas shortages. This because of the war with Ukraine. The UDEC, a government company dedicated to the gas and electricity markets, say that if the second grade of energy emergency is reached, they will start to stop the gas supply. To say goodbye for today, we will talk about the situation in Malta right now. Malta has approximately 500 migrants adrift. This happened because of the template of a ship of crossing the Mediterranean with ferries in January. The ship department from the North Africa, the IOM indicate that in the current year 5020 people have died or have disappeared trying to cross the Mediterranean Ocean and getting to European coast. The next is about the requirement of 100 doctors reviewing the law of the abortion ban in the Maltese countries. This is because of the last case of a tourist in the country. The tourists went to the beach on vacation on the ship present pregnancy symptoms. She went to get checked and they found that the fetus had already problems in the body, so the most recommended this was to abort. Because, however, the Maltese authorities did not allow the tourists to abort because it's illegal in the country. By this, the tourist almost died, if not because she could get to another hospital and the abort was done. We finished the news today with this, that you everyone for watching us.